Glad to see you folks again for our next podcast at this great Crowsdale Village. We're so happy to have today Etta King, who some of you may know has just officially retired as the secretary of, of Crowsdale Village Resident Association. And so she's getting ready to go into her retirement phase again. So anyway, but before we get all that started, let me ask you a question to begin with. Tell us about where you sort of grew up and up through high school. Where'd you live?
Okay, well, I grew up in a small southern town near Richmond, Virginia, and from there, and went to elementary school and high school there, and graduated, and then went to Duke University for college.
Ooh.
So
you've been in Durham before?
Been in Durham before, and when I left Durham back then, I sort of would never have thought I would come back because it was kind of a dirty old tobacco town back then. You know? But it has changed quite a bit over the years. So.
Why did you decide to come back?
Well, my children live in Buffalo and Minneapolis, which are not places that I really wanted to retire to. So I wanted to retire to Florida. My husband wanted to retire to Maine, so we decided to compromise on North Carolina. And since we had been here before, and he has family in the state of North Carolina, so it was kind of a natural place for us to come. So, and with the universities and all the things going on, we thought it'd be a good place to retire.
So all you have to do now is get the children's families to move to Durham,
That's
right?
That's right, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Now, then what did you do after high school? I know we've jumped around here.
Yeah. Well, my guidance counselor thought that I should go to Duke, and so she recommended that for college. I thought Wake Forest was a good place because they had a Tallheimer's department store right on campus, which I thought was an important thing at that point. But she convinced me that maybe that wasn't so important. So I went to Duke and I majored in biology. And when I was a junior, my college roommate had decided to go into medical school. And I didn't have any particular plans, so I thought, well, I like biology and I like medical things, so maybe I could do that too. So I applied to 2 schools, which back then was okay, but now would be unheard of to just apply to 2 medical schools. But and I got into Duke, so I decided I would go there for medical school. So I did that for 1 year. And by that time I had met my husband-to-be, and so he was going to Boston to MIT for graduate work. So I transferred then from Duke to Tufts in Boston to finish medical school there. So.
Way to go. Been to Tufts.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so, and then you became a practicing doctor up there.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't have like a private practice or a hands-on person-to-person type practice. I was in a large teaching hospital at Mass General for my whole career, actually. And it was more like a research and teaching laboratory type setup. But it was a very exciting place to be, and I really loved the time that I was there, so it was a good choice for me.
Good for you. I'm jumping around here. Your girls are all, you have 2 girls?
Mm-hmm, I have 2 girls.
Are they still working, or are they at home?
Oh yeah, one's a practicing pediatrician, and the other one is a vice president for an executive recruiting company. So she does human resources. So they're very busy, and they both have children and husbands and busy lives.
You're a grandmother?
I'm a grandmother times 5, yes.
Woo! Way to go!
Yeah, yeah.
That's great.
They were all just here for New Year's, so we had quite a big time.
Oh, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
5 total children?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
You had your hands full. But anyway, Granny gives them anything they want.
Well, I don't see them that much, so unfortunately, but
Yeah.
Do what I can.
I know. Good. Well, let me back up a few minutes more. You got on the Crosdale Village Residents Association. Did you want to do that?
Well, I had been a neighborhood representative for 2 years before that, and I kind of liked the idea of knowing what was going on and what the different committees were doing and what the issues were and that sort of thing. And so when I believe your wife asked me if I would take on the secretary's job, I decided maybe that would be doable and it would be a way to keep involved. So
Good.
So I did, and it was fine.
Yeah. So that's great. So you got acclimated to the community by moving and acclimated to Crosdale Village. So you're just old regular retired person now, aren't you?
Yeah, we've been here 5 years now. It's hard to believe, and we moved in during COVID, which was a very interesting time.
Nobody would come to see you.
Couldn't come for dinner, you know. And
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I know. Every now and then I remember when we had COVID and the bus delivered your meal.
oh, I remember when Denise Waters delivered the meal, or Laurie Coughlin delivered the meal. I mean, they had the staff, senior staff
Yeah.
was out delivering food to people. It was amazing.
And I also remembered whoever, Shannon, who would call you on the next day because you didn't turn your order in. And you get, Mr. Hastings. Yeah, okay, here, let me tell you what I want. But anyway, yep, COVID was a different time.
Yeah, and it really was remarkable how the administration and the staff were able to turn things around that quickly to be able to provide for everybody.
Yep.
Because that was a tremendous job.
Glad it wasn't me having to do all that, figure it all out. Great. So, one more question, and I think you talked about when you were at Tufts, was doing lab work and so and also working with children. Did you discover anything?
Oh, I had some fascinating cases over the years that I was doing diagnostic ultrasound mostly for children and for adults with congenital heart disease. And I remember one case, for example, where the child it was a newborn, and he had a murmur or a noise when they listened, and they thought he might have heart disease. And so I did the ultrasound study, and his heart was fine. And I thought, well, they're hearing something, so I need to really look around. And so I happened to notice that the blood in the aorta was going backwards from the descending aorta, and I thought, this is unusual. So then, because children have a fontanelle on the top of their head, it's just soft and open, so I put the ultrasound probe up on the fontanelle on the child's head, and there was a huge whirl of blood coming through a fistula in the brain. And that was why he had the murmur, because the flow was going through so fast and so on. And it was not something I normally would have done. I was a cardiologist. I didn't look at the brains that much. So it was just kind of an aha moment that, oh wow, this is what's going on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Got your names in the book.
Yeah. So anyway, that was kind of fun. There were things like that were. No one knew what the child had until I had done what I did to be able to tell them what was going on, and that was fun. And I like the artistic nature of making images, because we did a lot of teaching and chapter writing for books, and we had to have illustrations, and so the artistic part of creating an image so that you could make a nice picture of it to put in a book or in an article was fun too. I like that part.
So you like taking pictures and drawing art?
I'm not artistic per se, but doing that part of it was art in some way. Yeah.
Way to go!
And we did a lot of teaching, and I really enjoyed that. We had residents and fellows and medical students and people that came from all over the world, really, to spend time learning and doing research. And so we were able to then we went to Italy, we went to Spain, we went to Venezuela at the time, and a number of places around the world to do teaching for people that had spent time with us. And so that was really a positive part of the job.
Way to go. You look back on it fondly, don't you?
I do. I miss the people. I don't miss the work that much.
I think that's everybody says that. I miss the people.
You know, you had to be up early and out the door, and you didn't get home till late in the day, and so you know the hours, and you didn't have any control over your own time. You know, you were always responding to other people's needs, and which you did, of course, but it was sometimes frustrating. My husband would say, "Well, so what time are you going to be home?" And I would say, "Well, I don't know. Probably around this time, but it depends on what happens." You know.
Yep. Very good. Wonderful stories about your career. So we thank you for coming by and seeing us, and we look forward to seeing you around the neighborhood.
Okay.
And you and Bob.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Well, thank you.
All right.